So today we're demoing the back door. I guess this laundry room floor at least 4 feet past this, and also there's a bathroom on the other side of this, so we'll be demoing the bathroom too. So at least 6 feet, I guess, this way all the floor has to be replaced, and this little closet will be removed. Yeah, a lot of destruction. Yeah, and so I'm gonna start by removing this back door. I got a new back door, and then taking this out, and we'll see how much I have to jack the roof up, because it looks like the amount of rot that the whole structure has gone down a little, maybe an inch or two. And so I'll measure off of what I've already done, and then that way I'll know how much. I just cut a 2x4 and wedge it underneath the roof joist until it jacks it up. But anyway, yeah, start right here. Got the deck railing off, is kind of in the way. I'm thinking about saving this deck, but I'm also thinking about maybe dropping it down so it's not right up at the house. But if I don't drop it down, I'll probably put a piece of a what do you call it? Flashing. That's a 24-inch piece of flashing. Wedge it between the deck and the house. Put that up, then put my house wrap. Then it would be somewhat better. So over here, this is the wall to the bathroom, and we're going to save this tub because they're actually kind of expensive. Had to buy one for a rental the other day, and it was like $230 for a small one, and this is a large one, and it doesn't look like it's that bad. But anyway, I started looking, and the drain is not hooked up to anything, just dumped out underneath the house. So yeah. Yeah. But basically from this stud on, about 16 feet we'll be replacing today. Sadly, the bottom of the tub is rotten. It looks like they used particle board in the construction of it. Yeah. So, can't save it, sadly. Probably a $400 tub. So I'll have to cut it in half and drag it out and throw it away. But yeah. Nice to see they doubled up the studs near the tub for some reason. Did them every foot. That's neat. I guess because they figured the weight. So I'm sistering joists here, and what I do is I take a 2x6 that's 10 feet long. I cut it in half, so I have a 5-foot piece. And then at about 45 inches and a half, there's a little piece of wood that goes across the where you screw the two pieces of plywood together, so there's a good joint. And so you notch your sistering piece so it'll just straddle that. And I'm sitting on the beam here, and basically what you do is you gotta, there's the beam for a trailer, try to make it somewhat level. It's got insulation on top. There you go. Then we're gonna pound it in a little bit. So it reaches the end. Now make sure it's level and the same. And I like to screw in with hex head decking screws. These are 3.5 inches, and they're great.
Show the head.
The hex head T25 bit. See, there's a little gap here, but it'll close up once the screw grabs. Just like that. And then we'll put our end plate on. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to take a little piece of scrap wood and have it connect to this foundation. That way there's no flex. Even though we sistered it, and that's good enough, and that would go for most trailers, we're going to do that just to make sure that, nothing else is bad. Alright, the framing is done, and yeah, just wait for the sheet of plywood I have right there ready. And the plan is to keep on going and replacing the sheeting. After this point, the plywood and the joists are good. The base plate, I would call it, needs to be replaced though. I will do that. And yeah, I'm going back with pressure treated. I'm not planning on having a roof leak. So I got it framed out, and my subfloor on, and I Got my stud 16-ounce center, and I double them up around the door. Now you can put a standard house door in a trailer if you got at least 82 inches of clearance. Your standard trailer wall is 83. So yeah, this one actually was exactly 83. But I wanted to give a little more extra protection because there's no room for a header if you're going with a standard trailer, with a standard house door, which is rough in is 82 inches by 34 for the 32-inch door. And so I put this little piece of wood here, and it should be fine. I've done them without a header. If you're just going one, that's fine. But yeah, it should be all right. But anyway, I got it framed out for a regular door, and I got my marks made on that sheet, and I'm going to cut it. And yeah, see the outside edge, including the plywood, you got 7-foot walls, and then you got a 2x6, 1x6, which is 5.5 inches, plus a half-inch sheet of plywood makes 6 inches. And so for 7-foot walls, you need to cut the piece of plywood to 90 inches. It's a standard is 96, and so that makes it tall enough. And yeah, so MDF is $8 a sheet. Plywood is $22 a sheet. I went with plywood on the bottom because I think it's more moisture resistant, and I'm also going to do a piece of plywood going from here, and for the same reason. But what I am going to do is put a tar paper before I put my house wrap, and also I'll put a piece of flashing on because I am kind of worried about the deck. It's splashing onto the deck and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty good for one day so far. I've been here almost 10 hours. But try to get a lot of work done today. Yep. Somewhat enclosed. This is my open concept living room, bathroom, laundry room. Yeah. One day people will just, it's like, oh, you want to see my open concept house? And it'll just be a pole barn without walls, without windows and walls. It's open concept. Anyway.